Have you ever marveled at the ingenuity of human innovation, particularly in the realm of life extension? Today, we delve into the fascinating world of cryonics, an area of science that seeks to preserve life by halting the process of decay after death. A realm where the line between science fiction and reality blurs, where the seemingly impossible becomes possible. Let's start by exploring the three basic types of standby, stabilization, and transportation, also known as SST processes. Each process has its own unique characteristics and requirements, and understanding these can help us appreciate the complexity and sophistication of what needs to happen. The first process, known as a straight freeze, is the most direct and cost-effective method. Following legal death, the patient is cooled at their hospital bed using ice by a local volunteer help group. Once cooled, the patient is transferred to a local funeral home and packed in ice or dry ice for transportation. The final destination, a cryonics facility where they are cooled to liquid nitrogen temperatures and stored. The cost for this process is approximately $10,000, plus transportation fees. However, this process has a very high risk of destructive ice formation in the cellular structure. The second process involves freeze with perfusion at a funeral director. This process is similar to the first, with an added step. After being cooled at the hospital bed by volunteers, the patient is transported to a funeral director capable of performing a perfusion. This involves circulating a protective, biological-grade antifreeze solution through the body. Following the perfusion, the patient is then transported to the facility where they are cooled to liquid nitrogen temperatures. The cost for this process ranges from $10,000 to $20,000, plus transportation costs. Usually in this process, the perfusion is not vitrification, and although less ice formation, the risk is still high. The third and final process is offered by Cryopath. This process involves a professional team comprising members from Australian Blood Management, a local funeral director, and a Cryopath representative. This team travels to the patient's bedside and, following legal death, initiates cooling and comprehensive stabilization procedures. The patient is then transferred to a local funeral director where perfusion is performed using sophisticated ECMO technology. The patient is then stored in dry ice and transported to the facility. This process costs between $30,000 to $40,000, plus transportation costs. This process uses the latest technology and full vitrification, which nearly eliminates the risk of destructive ice formation in the cells. In summary, the processes of standby, stabilization, and transportation in cryonics range from a straightforward freezing method using mainly volunteers to more complex procedures involving perfusion and the use of specialized teams and technology. The costs vary accordingly, from the more affordable straight freeze method to the more expensive Cryopath process. Cryonics, while still in its infancy, offers a tantalizing glimpse into a future where death might not be the end, but a new beginning. As we continue to explore and understand these processes, we inch closer to unlocking the full potential of this remarkable technology. In the realm of cryonics, the impossible becomes possible, and the future becomes now. And isn't that a future worth exploring?